Good Tov, everyone. Good morning, and welcome back, Eli. Baruch haba, Chazak Baruch for your boys, and B'ezrat Hashem Nishma B'sorot Tovot. B'ezrat Hashem. So one more halacha regarding Hilchot Mezuza. Oren asked regarding a Mezuza in the car. So a Mezuza in the car is allowed, meaning hanging a Mezuza in a different place. Hanging it is not allowed. So wearing it as a necklace or hanging it on my wall. Or if I want to, let's say, you hang it from a mirror, or on your dashboard, you want it, dangling there, right? That's not allowed because it's supposed to be hung on where it's supposed to be hung on the doorpost. But if a person wants to have it affixed on your doorpost, right? Affixed on your doorpost. So if you want to have it in your glove compartment, you're laying it down. You're not hanging it somewhere else. It's okay, but to remember, the main segula, the main thing is when you do the mitzvot properly. Of course, then that's what the main segula is. Of course, you're saying, I'm going to definitely do the mitzvot properly. I just want this in addition. Okay, you want that in addition in the glove compartment. It is allowed to be lying down in the glove compartment or in your office. You want it lying down. That's okay. But the main segula comes when the mitzvot are done. So the person says, okay, I'll spend $60 on my mezuzah on the wall and $60 on mezuzah in my glove compartment. Spend $120 on the one on the wall, and that'll be better. Okay, let's move into the halachot of Maakeh. The halachot. Yeah, it's not obligation. It's not obligation. She was asking, I want to put it in my glove compartment. I want like a safety thing, right? So, yeah, put a chumash in there. Right? But, okay. Teilim. Okay. So, the halachot of Maakeh is a mitzvah from the Torah that we have safety measures, and we have to build a fence on our roof. The Torah tells us as follows. Ki tivnei bayit chadash. When you build a new home, you have to make a fence on your roof. Lo tasim damim bevetecha, not to make blood in your house. God forbid if someone falls off, because people could fall off. So it's a mitzvah from the Torah. So first of all, my father-in-law actually, he quotes this pasuk often under the chuppah. Because you're building a new home, you have to build a maakeh, you have to build a fence. And what's the maakeh? He says, mem is mitzvot, ayin is avodah, which is tefillah, kuf is kedusha, and hey is 5, which is the 5 books of the Torah. This is the proper fence in every Jewish home. He likes to say that at chuppot. So there's a mitzvah from the Torah, and there is 2 mitzvot over here: a positive commandment of building a fence, and a negative commandment of lo tasim damim bevetecha, that if you don't do it, you violated a negative commandment of don't put blood in your house. Now, our roofs are mainly not flat, and people that go up there, it's just very temporary, let's say to the eavesdrops, etc. So on a not flat roof, there's no obligation to put the fence, but on a flat roof, and especially if the flat roof is going to be used not just temporarily, then like I know in Israel, I think back in the day, it was also people would go up there and they'd make barbecues. I have a friend in LA who has a flat roof, and they make that's their backyard, so to speak, on the roof. So you have to make sure flat roofs to make I think in some of the modern houses now that are being built, you see some of them are flat roofs. So if someone has that, they would need to build a fence in that situation. Lastly, are you allowed to go onto a roof that doesn't have a gate? So that's okay. I mean, there's no sin for a person to walk onto a roof that doesn't have a gate. It's the sin of the guy that owns it. He should have built a gate. Now, of course, you have to be safe. You're not allowed to do things that are unsafe. So, make sure that if you go up there for whatever reason, you have to be safe. But there's no sin on a man going onto a roof that doesn't have a fence. But there's a sin on the owner. He has to make sure that there is a fence. Okay,
Everybody here is making a sin.
No, because most people have non. If you have a flat roof, then you have to put a gate. You have to put a fence. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. I think it's 10 tvachim is the minimum height.
If you're using it, if you don't use it.
So if it's temporary usage, yeah, but there could be, we'll get into it. But it seems like temporary usage could be more more lenient. Temporary, like you're not supposed to go up there unless you need to fix something or whatever. Could be more lenient. I did see a house in this area that they I don't know if they did it on purpose. They do have a mezuzah on the door, but they have like I see it's a flat roof, and they have they made it like a decorative gate. It looks nice and decorative, but it fulfills the obligation of the requirements. So yeah, if you have personal questions, we could look into it deeper, but we're just scratching the surface today. We'll get into it a little bit more. I know that's such a common thing, so we won't spend so much time on it like Mezuza. We'll go through the halachot and also the halachot of safety as well, connect to this, so we'll get into that as well. Mincha tonight at 5:45. Have a good day, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom.